What's going on, Tottenham community? My name is Leo Coys. I'm part of the Colorado Spurs and a diehard Tottenham Hotspur fan. And I'm joined by my co-host, the one and only, my homie. You could catch him on Parker's pitch. It's the one and only Parker. How you doing, my man?
Hey, Leo, how you doing, man? I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Bro, this is your show.
Yeah, man, it's good to be here.
Hey, man. So since we last seen each other, some stuff has popped off. We have some new news
Yeah.
going on, some Tottenham related stuff going on. Um, both on and off the pitch. Uh, the title of this show is The Heist at the Bridge. We're definitely going to get into that later on, but first I think we could start off with some housekeeping. I got a couple of rumors and just some transfer talk that's been going around. I kind of wanted to get your feelings on it and see what it is you think about all this stuff that's been kind of going on in just in the Tottenham world. Um, Before we get going, I just want to throw our Instagram. Go ahead and follow us at Mile High Hotspur. That's on Instagram. And again, this is Denver's very own Tottenham Hotspur podcast.
Yeah.
With your hosts, Leo Coys, 1882, and Parker. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, too, before we get started, Parker, I just want to go ahead and put this up there for everybody. Let you guys know we are a part of THFC Till I Die, and THFC Till I Die is a part of us. If you guys watch us, go watch them, because if you watch them, then you should watch us. That's just how it's going to be going for a while now, and that's how it seems to be, right?
Yeah, they're a great channel. I'm so glad
Yeah,
we follow
so
them. So
check them out. Also, too, their link is definitely in the comments. Don't forget to check them out. And also, too, while we have you guys here, don't forget to check out United Spurs of America, and don't forget to check out at Digital
yeah,
Spurs. All great people. We love them all. So, like I said, if you guys are here with us, you guys should be there with them too, because we're
yeah.
all one and the same, including at Digital Spurs. Go look at his stuff too. Um, Bro, so I mean, let's just dive right into stuff, bro. This week we finally confirmed the Destiny Udogie.
Oh,
Um, what are your thoughts about that, bro?
so happy about it. I mean, how can you not? When you look at his you look at his highlights. He has so much skill. He's always putting in either a cross or he's putting in a shot. So yeah, he's Italian, and that's the one thing that we have to our advantage. We have Paratici and Conte on our team, so we're able to snag these Italian, these players. So
Yeah,
yeah, I mean Udogie is like one of these players that you're lucky to get. We really
let
are
me
lucky to
see.
get this guy. Um,
Let me just go ahead and put this up there real fast, Parker.
yep. It's muted.
That's okay. I don't want to play it loud, bro.
Okay.
Just real fast. I don't want to. So that's basically a little bit of the Udogie. Our eighth, our seventh signing, seventh
Yeah.
signing.
Seventh. Yeah. And wow, I'm so glad we got him. And that's the thing. It's like when we have these Italian, masterminds behind the scenes, we're able to get these players. So yeah, I'm really happy about it. If you haven't looked at his highlights online, you need to do it. Just search his name, look at his highlights. He's incredible. So yeah, at first I was like, it's probably, one of those Levy signings, but at the end of the day, I was like, wait a minute, he's a right wing back, or no, sorry, I'm sorry, left wing back. And he's also Italian. So it does like scream a little bit of both. I think, everyone's going to be happy about this signing. So
Yeah. I'm just gonna pull up some stats here, bro. We could kind of go over some stats about this guy here. I'm definitely pumped for this signing, bro. I think it's definitely something to be excited for. It's definitely for the future. So anything for the future definitely makes me feel like, we have something up our sleeve, including having Antonio Conte here for a
yeah.
long period of time. Just let me know if you could see that all right, Parker.
Yep. Uh Yeah, I can see it. One thing I want to say is like Sessegnon. I don't know. He might be a little bit inconsistent for me. So if we could put like even next year, even put Udogie in there and see what he can do.
Yeah,
Because I love Sess, but I don't know if he's just right. I don't know if he's good, good enough.
yeah.
I
Well,
think
I
Udogie
mean,
might be that guy for us. That's what I
he
think.
he, he has
Udogie.
pretty. He's pretty stacked too, bro. Like, he's 6'1.5". That's pretty tall, bro. He's left-footed.
I know.
Um,
Makes me think he
he's
could be a center back almost. But
Yeah,
then he
you're
like
right.
creates so much, so you don't want to take him back if he can
Take
create
that away.
all
I
those
agree.
goals. So
Yeah,
yeah, he seems like a great signing. It's something that the Italian bosses kind of snagged up. So I'm really happy about it.
yeah. I'm pretty stoked too, bro. Again, it makes me feel like they have something going on in the background that we don't know about. As far as
Mhm.
Antonio Conte, maybe doing an extension on his contract. Um, but yeah, just to keep the ball rolling with some of this house keeping. Christian Romero. I put in the poll, how nervous should you be about Christian Romero being injured?
Yeah.
Um, he's picked up an injury. What do you think, bro? Are
Yeah.
you nervous about that, man?
Well, yeah, I mean, at first, I mean, you're obviously it's like a kick to the stomach. It's like, fuck, we just got off like a huge high, of getting that point against Chelsea. And everything seemed to kind of go our way. And then, this morning, like the news came and I was just so upset. It's like everything that was going our way was going our way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
it
Let
seemed,
me just let me just go ahead and read this real fast, Parker. And this is according to the one and only big homie, Alistair Gold, Football London, says
legend.
Tottenham center back Christian Romero is set for 3 to 4 weeks on the sidelines due to injury. Football London understands. Romero made headlines after the 2-2 draw with Chelsea at Stamford Bridge on Sunday when Thomas Tuchel complained about him pulling Marc Cucurella's hair ahead of Harry Kane's 96th minute equalizer.
Yeah.
VAR decided the incident did not constitute violent play, and from the following corner, Tottenham found their late leveler. Yes, sir. It also goes on to
Yeah.
say, Alistair Gold goes on to say, the 24-year-old Argentine has played every minute of Spurs' first 2 games, but will now miss a string of matches in the weeks ahead following the muscle injury picked up during the game at Stamford Bridge. The injury is likely to see him being unavailable for Antonio Conte to select for Tottenham's return to Champions League action and potentially their Premier League game at Manchester City.
Yeah. So this is something that I think, we all knew Romero's like personality and we knew like what he was capable of. At the end of the game, we saw him pulling the hair and all that
Yeah,
stuff. And after that, I was like, we have to look out for like suspensions because if he's going to do that every game, there's going to be at least, a few suspensions in there. So
yeah.
so yeah, now that he's actually injured, which nobody could suspect that, no one could predict that. Um, but at the end of the day, it's like he's a tough player. He's gonna get suspensions. We have to prepare for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And we did get Lenglet. I'm
But he's
glad
kind
about
of picked
that.
up. He's not fit right now to go in and play either, though, bro.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. We need more. We need another center back. We need more depth.
Yeah.
We did get depth, and that's great. But if we end this transfer window without another center back, then we're in trouble because
Yeah.
Tanganga and Sanchez, we have Champions League. Don't forget. So yeah,
Yeah.
against some of the Southampton, we'll be okay with Sanchez, but we have Champions League. We can't. We're not okay with just what we have. We need something else.
You gotta be.
Um,
You gotta be. You gotta be. Well, you gotta have faith, bro. Real quick, I want to shout out the homie. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, check out United Spurs of America. Big ups to you, my
yeah,
homie. Um, We gave a nice welcome to the man, Aaron Dove. It's only 10 days, he says. Alistair Gold gave misinfo. I did hear that also too somewhere that it's also not really like a muscle knock. It's basically just like, from when Cucurella stepped on him. That's why he's
Yeah,
injured.
that's what I was looking
So
at too. I mean, you could be good in 2 weeks, max.
yeah.
So,
I think he
um,
might be. I think it's just what they said.
yeah,
Um,
we're not going to miss
United
that
Spurs.
Leicester and Manchester City game that everyone's worried about. I really do think he's going to
Yeah.
be back by then. That's what Romero is. He's a soldier. Like he's gonna fight through it. So yeah, he'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think so.
United Spurs of America says Clementine soft as peaches. Well, I mean, let's like I just told Parker, we gotta have faith, man. We have some sort of depth. We gotta be able to just uh whoever it is
Yeah,
that comes up to play this weekend, we have to be behind the boys and
yeah. I
definitely have
mean,
to cheer them on.
yeah, they have to know that Romero is going to at least get a couple red cards this year, right? Like,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, we
Lenglet
gotta be
is
ready,
a
man.
great signing, but we need at
Yeah.
least one more. And that's, yeah, just somebody to
Big
cover.
up.
So,
Big up, Bobby K. Bobby K says, "Big up, lads, and everyone in the chat. Come on,
what's
you
up,
Spurs."
Bobby?
I like Bobby. Every time Bobby sends a message or he sends a comment, he's always got that bam. He's like bam, always puts her there. So big up, Bobby. Thank you for tuning in, man. We hope you and the family's doing excellent. Uh, Stuart 727. Hi, Leo and Parker. What's going on, my man? We hope you're doing good. We hope you're doing good. We hope you're doing good. Too, one thing I noticed last night when I was watching the homies at United Spurs of America is
Yeah,
like, well, I'm gonna show right here. Look, so Stuart right away. Big up Bobby K. Big up Bobby K. And big up Bobby K. Stuart. Good evening, gents. Like when even like when I'm in a chat, bro, it's like somebody gets on and everybody right away just starts sending love, bro. Like, hey, what's up? What's
yeah.
up? What's up? And,
It's a
and
great
that's what it's about.
community.
That's what it's about. So thank you guys and keep it going. You guys can say what's up to everybody
Leo,
and
can we see your
anybody and
tattoo,
everybody.
man? Because I can see the
Yeah.
26 just like hanging out there, and I just really, really want to see the whole thing because oh man, it's incredible. Look at that.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know,
Oh,
that's at Digital Spurs is that's his
yeah,
Ledley King. Um,
yeah. He created
you know.
the logo there, or
So
if you will.
fuck yeah, homie. I'm excited, bro. I want to. They're addicting, bro. I want to go get more. I want to go get more, man.
I really love that style too. And I think I said this like probably in our first couple of podcasts. Like, if we do win a trophy this year, I'm gonna get a tattoo, and I want it to be like that kind of like themed or like, excuse me, I want it to look kind of like that, like kind of
Well,
like
what
the
do you mean?
shadows.
Cause I have like I have like the black and gray style going. Do you mean the black and gray, or
Yeah,
do you mean like the whole
exactly.
at Digital Spurs? Yeah, the black and gray,
No, I
homie.
want like as the artist that was actually drawing it. Like I want it to be.
Oh, okay,
So what I was
yeah,
saying is
yeah,
I might reach out to the guy that drew that on you.
yeah,
If
yeah, for sure.
God permits,
No,
though.
it's not if, it's when, my friend.
Hmm. When we
So
do get a trophy, I will hit up that guy because I really do like that style of.
yeah.
Yeah, looks really
So
good.
you guys in the chat, I know maybe you guys have hit the poll or whatever. Just thumbs up, thumbs down. Are we worried about Christian Romero? Is shit being overhyped? Is there something going on behind the backgrounds that we don't know about? Just give us a thumbs up real quick. Yeah,
Hmm.
thumbs up, we're good. We're not worried about him. Or thumbs down, we have something to worry about.
We do have something to worry about, but are you asking me or no?
No, no, yeah, you too.
Because
You
I
too,
want to
bro. You're
say it.
part of it too, yeah.
Yeah, because we're trying to improve this year, right? Like we're not trying to stay the same. We're not trying to be stagnant. And if we lose a top player like Romero, I think everybody will say that Romero is one of our top players, right? Everybody will say that. So that now that he's gone, that changes things a lot. It does because we're trying to improve. We're trying to get better
Yeah.
than last season, and we're also in the Champions League. So it is concerning. Although I've heard that it's not as concerning as I should be because it's he just got stepped
Yeah.
on. He'll be healed in a couple weeks, kind of thing. So if that's the case, then okay, then I'm happy. So,
Yeah.
but
So,
he'll be okay,
uh,
I think.
yeah. I mean, he's gonna come back eventually. Let's just hope, knock on wood, we don't have another Skippy type shit going on.
Yeah,
This guy's name here, bro, it just keeps getting circulated, and it's not going away. It's not going away.
James Madison. Wow.
James Madison. I'm just gonna show you why, bro. Let me pull up this little article that I was reading today, and it, like I said, he just doesn't seem to just. He's not. He's not.
He's not going away. Does it seem like it's because of his interest, or is it our interest? Is it Leicester's interest? Like, what do you think it is?
Well, let me just read you here what I got here. This is from Gimme Sport, by Danny Rust. It says here, Tottenham head coach Antonio Conte will secure a great option if Leicester City are persuaded into letting James Madison head to Hotspur Way, according to transfer insider Dean Jones. Spurs maintain their unbeaten start to the season thanks to Harry Kane's stoppage time. We know that at the Chelsea. But Conte could bolster his squad ahead of the September 1st deadline. So let's see, according to this guy, what's the latest news involving Madison? It is understood that Tottenham are very seriously considering making a move for Madison ahead of the transfer window slamming
Okay, so
shut.
it's us. Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds like it's
I think
us
it might
that's
be
really
Conte,
pushing.
bro. I don't know if these rumors do ring true. The attacking midfielder has entered the final 2 years of his, check this out, bro, £110,000 per week contract at Leicester. So he's not making that much more, than some of our bench players are making. But his current club's financial situation could allow Spurs to strike a deal. That is because the Foxes have lost £120 million over the past 3 seasons and are in danger of breaching financial fair play regulations.
Ooh.
He also went on to say, however, Tottenham are not Madison's only suitors, as Newcastle have had 2 bids, with the latest being worth $50 million rejected. Although Leicester City are keen to retain Madison's services, they are reportedly willing to cash in if the $60 million price tag they have set is met. So, I mean, like I said, bro, it doesn't seem to be going away.
Yeah.
It does not seem to be going away. Real fast, before we keep going, let me go ahead and catch up with some of these comments here. Um, so no, Jacob, is that because of the Madison link, or is that a little behind? I'm sorry. Um, Not so much for now, but for the future, we need a central half, if not two. I think he was talking about not being worried. Cheers, Benny and Parker. Parker, I don't know if you catch the late night chills. I don't know if you catch pop up with Jacob. But on there, I had confessed my love for the English national team. You're well aware of this.
Yes, I
And
know that. Yes.
some of these people here, in the chat, CQ, big up to you, calls me Benedict. They called me Benedict Arnold, and then they went to Benedict Campbell because I'm a traitor because
Oh.
I don't support the USMNT.
Okay.
So we have this little thing going where my name is Benedict Campbell, or like C cubed here says, Benny.
Benny.
I'm okay with either or. I know where my heart lies. I know I'm not a Benedict Arnold. I know I'm not a Benedict Campbell. But
Well,
all is love. I'll go for it. So big up.
it's okay. It just shows your love for Tottenham, because really the
Yeah.
only reason why you like England so much is because of the Tottenhams, including Dele Alli. That was part of their squad back in
Yeah.
2018.
I could support the
And
USMNT and
Eric Dyer,
Pulisic.
that's still on our squad. You know, bless his
Yeah.
heart. I love Eric Dyer.
Yeah.
So.
Big up to the queen. She's even the queen of Mile High Hotspur, you know what I mean? Hey, my
Oh
overseas
yes,
homies. I love how she's been using the homies lately, you know what I mean? What's up to my
I
overseas
love it.
homies?
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry I
what's
was
up, my
invited on
homie
Mari's show,
Ellie?
but I'm here for you now in the chat and supporting you. Great lads. Big up, Ellie. Big up. You're always welcome. And thank you for joining us. Like I said earlier, everybody's showing love to each other. What's up, C Cubed, Ellie, and then Aaron Dove.
Can we talk
Cubes.
about Sonny? Because I think I said it. Even before the season started, I was like, he didn't look like himself during preseason. So I was like, Sonny, what is going on with him? And I was like, does he have, God forbid, golden bootitis.
Oh, don't even put that in the air, my man.
And I swear to God, he's just getting worse and worse. Does he look worse than he did the first game?
But look, bro, not okay. So I always play devil's advocate. Is it because he's the past Golden Boot winner that people are going to mark him differently? I mean, you're not just going to walk all over people just because you had the Golden Boot last year. They're going to mark you better, and people have
That's
always marked
true.
Sonny a lot. You know what I mean? Now it's just
Yeah,
more focus on him because they know, guys, Harry Kane isn't their most prolific goal scorer. Now they even have Sonny, and now we even have Kulusevski. So the way their game planning has changed is probably, I mean, bro. I can only imagine how much time they concentrate on Sonny now. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's got to be a headache for the managers we come up against. But here's
good
a
point.
question for
Yeah.
you, bro. Parker, what national team you support? And yes, you are Benedict Campbell. Like I said, I'll take the hate that I get and the love.
So I'm I'm
Be
50-50.
careful.
So
Be careful, bro, because I mean, they'll hate on you if you say the wrong words, bro.
okay, so I love Harry Kane so much. I love him to bits, right? Like, so it's hard to like root against Harry Kane in England. But my heart is with the United States. So if the United States proceed, I think I would be happier deep down. I think I would be happier if the United States go farther than the England squad. Um, Although I do really love Harry Kane, so I love to see England go farther. But at the end of the day, USA over England.
I think you guys in the chat have gone to my homie and coerced him. You guys have coerced my homie into
No,
saying something else.
no, I'm not even looking at the chat.
Cubes is
No.
laughing. Yeah, Sonny is a god among children. I agree.
Yeah, he did start off kind of slow last season too. When you think about it. Oops, I just dropped my
Yeah.
vape. So, um,
C Cube says all
I
of our
think
forwards were invisible last game, which is true. They marked the shit out of our whole front line. They
yeah,
marked the shit out of our front line.
their tactics were right on. Like they figured us
Yeah.
out. And the way we were able to steal a point, I'm happy. I'm very relieved. Like at the end of the day, I was so relieved. Um, then today the news came about Romero, and it was just like, man, dude, we were just, we were on top of the world, and then all of a sudden Romero injured for like 3 to 4 weeks. So I don't know. I keep hearing different stories about it. So
Nah, bro, we'll be okay.
yeah,
United Spurs of America says he was about to unsub, but Parker is the glue of this channel. So there you go, homie. I appreciate you.
yeah,
He did
yeah.
not. He scored against Man City opening day. So I'm just gonna keep going along with some of these topics here that we
That's a
have.
good point. Yeah, he did score against Man City. First
Brian
game of the
Hill.
season. Yeah.
We have something going on with Brian Hill. I don't know if any of you guys heard, but I guess supposedly we blocked a move for him to be able to go abroad.
Yeah,
Let me
because
just
we
see if
can't
I can pull
sell
it up.
him. Did we block a loan or was it an actual sell, Leo?
Oh, I didn't read too much into it. We're about to read into it right now, brother. Um, So this is according to Team Talk and Rob McCarthy. Tottenham blocked Spanish move for attacker despite Star already having an agreement in place. Tottenham have reportedly blocked Brian Hill's proposed move to Valencia despite the player having an agreement in place with the La Liga side. He goes on to state how he's just been here since December 2021. Valencia were thought to have agreed personal terms with 21-year-old with the return on the cards. However, Hector Gomez of Twitter claims that Tottenham have pulled the plug on the transfer. The forward now looks set to remain in North London and compete for a place in Antonio Conte's first team. The
I'm happy to
report
hear
does
that.
add, yeah, I am too. The report does add, however, that Valencia could be back in for Gil either in January or next summer. The young attacker has more of a chance of making an impact at Spurs this season given the new five subs rule. good point. He has been on the bench for both Premier League fixtures so far without getting on the pitch. Let's see here. Group of games gives Gil more chances. But with the return of Champions League on the horizon, as well as domestic cup competitions to come, Gil is sure to be given his chance. The former Sevilla star does not appear to have added some strength over the summer, having been criticized for being too lightweight last term. Tottenham are back in action Saturday lunchtime when they host the Wolves in Premier League. So there
Not
you have it,
lunchtime for
people.
me.
Um, Any comments down below about Brian Hill? I mean, he does look like he does look like he needs to bulk up, man.
Yeah, he's got
So
to bulk up a little bit. I mean, he's still so young. I mean, you can just look at his haircut. You know, that's the haircut that I had when I was like, 12 or 13 or something. It's like, come on, man. Like, just I don't know. It has nothing to do with this haircut. But
no,
he just needs
and
to
the
bulk
sad thing
up
about it,
and
you
he's
know,
gotta man up a little bit.
the thing about it, Parker, is like when we signed him, I was really stoked. Like people in La Liga were claiming this guy was the next Cruyff. And I'm yet to see it. I know La Liga is definitely not as freaking physical as the Premier League is. So,
Out of the
um,
Netherlands? He's the next Cruyff or
well,
whatever.
well, because Cruyff is really highly touted for in Barcelona, and in La Liga.
Yeah.
So that's why they were saying like that.
And he's
Uh,
Spanish, so I guess, yeah.
Yeah. United Spurs of America says Gill's useless. We should have spent that money on a proven winger with true speed and power and wetness. Um,
Just wait. He's so young. He's so
yeah,
young. We'll see what he can actually do. We'll sell him in like 3 years. We'll regret it.
yeah,
We'll be like,
that's
why
probably a
did we
good point.
sell like Brian Gill or Hill or however you pronounce his name? Because like in 3 or 4 years, like he could be a top player. We can't just get rid of
Yeah,
players like that.
yeah.
We bought him
Um,
for a reason.
big up to Scott M. Good evening, guys. I
What's
really
up,
wanted to
Scott?
pick the hair pulling option, but will just stir up trouble with my comments instead. Either way, my man, you're welcome to ruffle anybody's feathers, and you're always welcome here, bro.
What's up,
C
Scott?
Cubed, hey there, big up. Big up the news on Gil. Conte sees something he could work with as he's got talent. You see, that's exactly how I feel, Ellie.
Yeah.
For some reason, we brought him in. People in La Liga think highly of this young man. It's just he needs to bulk up. He needs to go hang out with Adama Traore a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the only Englishman in here? Oh no, sorry, Ellie. Me and Ellie representing England. There you guys go. Stick together.
Hey, I said I like England. I just, obviously I got to stick with America. But anything that Harry Kane does, I'm just absolutely over the moon about. So, yeah.
Aaron Dove says C Cube. That bun had a bit insider info on that. The move is temporarily blocked until we sign someone else. Then Hill will go to Valencia. Bun scoop. Brian Dove, man, that's a fair shout. That actually might be what's going on. Um, let's see here. Let me just creep up on these. Yes, England represented by Leo too. He supports us, not the USA team. Stuart, Aaron, and Ireland. Yep, there you guys go. You already know.
So I have the
Um,
Italian flag over here.
you want to elaborate why?
So what's that?
You want to elaborate why?
Well, yeah. So my grandmother is from Sicily. She was born in Palermo. She moved to America when she was like 3. So she doesn't really she actually passed away. But anyway, so most of my most of that side of the family is all from like Sicily, Palermo area. Also, Conte is our coach now and our manager. So it just makes sense to have the Italian flag.
Yeah,
Because you got to
just
back
representing.
Conte. You got to back Conte. I love Conte, and he's the reason why we have Udogie now. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have him. We wouldn't have Perisic. And Perisic, by the way, has to start next game. What do you guys think? In
Thumbs
the
up or
chat.
thumbs down?
Yeah,
Start?
Perisic has got to
No
start.
start. Start? No
Excuse
start.
me. Did you see his crosses at the end of that game?
Bro,
Chelsea. I
he's
mean,
he's his left foot and right foot crosses, bro.
yeah,
That is freaking
he's done
phenomenal.
for.
That is dope. Good
And
evening, guys. Says Shane B. Shane B, how you doing, my man? Thank you for joining us.
but that's okay because he didn't start the first two games, but that's okay. You gotta work your way up. You gotta prove your spot in the starting 11. And I think even by that last 15 minutes of that game, he proved that he deserves a starting spot in that 11. I mean, if Harry Kane didn't get his head on that last goal, it would have been Richarlison. It was just such a good cross. It was right there, inch perfect. If it wasn't Harry Kane, it would have been Richarlison. So yeah, he's definitely
Yeah.
a start.
Out of all of those guys though that went up, even Lucas Moura even freaking jumped out, from
They were
the
all
free
right
throw
up
line.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they were all there. So I'm pretty confident that one of them three would have put in the back of the sack. Um,
Yeah. Such a good
John
cross. And it all
Fitzpatrick,
comes
big up
back. It all
everyone.
comes
Big
down to
up
the
to you,
cross.
John Fitzpatrick. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Parker?
It all comes down to the cross, like if Perisic exactly C cubed. If the cross is like where it needs to be, we're gonna be there, to receive it. So
Yeah,
we've been watching Son do the crosses for way too long. As much as I love
yeah,
Son, somebody else has got to do it, including the free kicks. And we have Perisic, and that's good. And I want somebody else like Madison would be a really good free kick taker. But yeah, right now I prefer Perisic on the free kicks and on the corners right now
yeah.
after that last game.
I'm just gonna pull up this comment question here from C Cube. She said, "This is to Ellie. How you feeling about people wanting to drop your hubby for Bissy? Basically, how does she feel about people saying that they want to
Yeah,
drop you know
Rudier for Basuma.
Hoiberg for Basuma?" And then Ellie goes to say, "Hoiberg won't be dropped. If anyone it will be Benny for Bissy, as he was woeful versus Chelsea, whereas Pierre was overrun because Benny disappeared, and then the second half Pierre scored, plus done 2 blocks." So Parker, when I'm right, bro, I like to just fucking pat myself on the back. And while we have Ellie here and Ellie's around, I want you to know, Ellie, that I sent Parker a message before the game. It was right before the game, right?
I think it was actually a day before. It was like the night before.
Yeah, and we kind of were going over our predictions, and I told him what I thought, and then I also put like, and I predict Hoiberg to score a goal, and he was like, "What? You predict Hoiberg to score
I
a
was like,
goal?"
that would be something. Like,
Yeah.
but honestly, I was just trying to be nice. Like,
Yeah.
I was just like,
He was
dude,
probably like, this
what are
freaking
you
moron.
smoking right now?
Yeah.
Like,
So Ellie, I mean, and then also too on the vlog, like I predicted it before, so I'm feeling good, man. I don't do any gambling ever whatsoever, but I mean, man, your boy
never
might have to
gamble on
start, bro.
Tottenham. Never.
Yeah. World class cross by Perisic. That's why we paid big bucks for him. Oh no, he came on a free. That's right. He wanted to bless
Oh,
us. Perisic needs to start as well as Lingley and Basuma. I'm having boners thinking about Sonny and Perisic linking up on the left. As you should, Aaron. As you should.
yes.
Uh,
I want
as
Perisic
you
to
should.
start. Let's do it. And I think we will see a change against Wolves. I really do.
Yeah, it's a good
And
game. It's a good game to make some switches, bro. Honestly, it's a good game to let's see
yeah, we're at
where
home.
our other players stack up against Premier League competition. We're at home. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
And who
Cube
knows?
says,
I mean, if we can get sorry, go ahead.
"No, go ahead, bro."
I was just saying, I mean, if we could put Perisic, during those like corners in the beginning of the game rather than at the end, then we don't have to fight our way back and try to, we can just like we could be up ahead of time, then just kind of like play defense, put in Basuma, put in our defensive, substitutes, and then we win every game. So I think Perisic is really one of those players that's going to change the course of every game.
Yeah. C Cube says Son is excellent at corners. What are you talking about? I don't mind Perisic taking them though. Perisic's second corner was class, but his first was woeful. Woeful. Perisic should start at fit. I think the reason him and Basuma didn't start was because they weren't fit. Scott M says, Stuart, I'm doing well. Just hoping Romero injury is a short term and not a recurring issue all season.
Yeah,
That's
I think it'll
right.
be like 2 weeks. That's
Yeah.
what I've
Son
been
has had
what
plenty
I've
of
been
assists from
told.
corners. United Spurs America says, I predicted Kane header at the death, but for the win, not the draw. I'm close, but would lose my money. That is crazy. Even
Never
if you
bet
get
on
to that point, you
Tottenham.
lose.
Never
I
bet
heard you
on
say that
Tottenham.
Hoiberg will score. Spot on England fan. One up, my homie. I'm loving the homie.
I know. I love that Hoybier, salute at the end. That like,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hoybier.
Yes. Yes.
Love it. He is a soldier.
We got to score early against Wolves, make them come out, not to play low block, then we destroy them. That is a spot on statement right there, Aaron. There, you can't be further from the truth, man. We need to come up early
Yeah.
and
Right
yeah,
now they are struggling, and they're like still trying to get a couple extra players before the window ends. I know. So if we can, beat them now, I think that'll be a good thing because they're struggling. They need players, and
yeah,
it's definitely not going to happen by Saturday. So we definitely need to grab 3 points.
yeah. Um, there's another rumor going around now. Ruslan, that's a tough one to pronounce there. Oh no, hold on. That's for. Sorry about that. That's the wrong one. Um,
Malinovsky,
Yeah, Malinovsky, Ukrainian
Bruce
center
Lee,
attack.
dude.
What
I
do you guys
love
think
it.
about him?
I love
Malinovsky,
him.
he's an attacking mid and a center mid. Only plays those two positions. Doesn't really go out on the left or the right.
Oof.
Brings versatility as you know, in the aspect of playing either center mid or attacking mid. But
He's an upgrade on
other than
Lucas.
he's a
Absolutely.
big upgrade on Lucas. I would think he is, and I've heard that he has a freaking rocket of a left foot.
Yeah. Oh
Let's
man,
see here.
we have to make the deal happen. And we have Perisic finding these players. Or sorry, yeah, Perisic finding
Malinovsky.
Malinovsky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this is all
He,
Perisic finding these players, and we're just so. I mean, I'm so happy that we have, like what would you call it?
the director of
Yeah,
football?
just somebody finding these players. I mean,
Yeah.
these are
Yeah.
really
So,
quality players like Udogie and um
well, and the
man,
thing
this
about
player
him,
is like
Parker, the thing about this fellow here is I think his contract expires in a year. Yeah. So, Atlanta risk losing him for free if they don't sell him now
yeah, no, they have to
and
use
make some
him.
money.
Yeah.
It says here, look, and also too, bro, they they rejected a bid from Nottingham Forest, and now Tottenham is you see here the possibilities of the transfers.
Oh wow,
Um,
he's like 29.
yeah, he's got some experience, bro. He's got some
Okay. I did
experience.
not expect that.
Um,
Okay.
a left foot. He's got a rocket, bro. He's got a rocket of a left foot. I don't know how many of you guys watch Serie A. Definitely let me know. Have you guys heard of this Ruslan Malinovsky? Um, as we just lose the homie. Let me know down in the comments real quick. Ruslan Malinovsky, thumbs up. Would you guys welcome him to the club? Or thumbs down? Should we be looking elsewhere? Like I said earlier, he's versatile in the fact that he could play in the middle, up or down. But he's definitely not going to be off to the sides. I would definitely fancy having him at our club. Again,
Yeah.
he's not afraid to let him go from distance. So
Yeah.
definitely something we can have.
These are like some of the best players from that area. I mean, these aren't random players, we're a top team. We're scouting some of the best players in the world. So
Yeah,
this player, he's from that like Eastern European area, and he's one of the best players out there according to the stats. And we're doing the work to find him. So Yeah.
This is a good point right here, bro. Malinovsky is also a free kick specialist. I forgot to add that, and I did read that. You know, it, a spot piece, a spot kick
Like
specialist,
Bale.
and he's left-footed. Yeah, so that's even way better. Ellie says, "You know it, Parker. He was saluting his queen, Ellie Hoiberg. My man isn't. My man isn't he just the general on the pitch? You know, Ellie, I've told you ever since you big him up a lot. I pay more attention to him off the ball, and the more I see, the more I like."
Yeah. It's a
Shane
good
B says,
point.
"Bring him in. Let's get him going
There's a
in."
reason why Hoybier plays 90 minutes every game, and it's because what he does off the ball as well as what he does on the ball. So yeah, he's definitely one of those players that a lot of people take for granted. So
Yeah.
you gotta love Hoybier.
Um, United Spurs of America. He says, "Meh. We need better, in my opinion." Okay.
What from Hoybier?
Stuart. No. Then Ruslan Malinovsky. Stuart says he looked good when I've seen him, although he doesn't always start for Atalanta. He played well for Ukraine. Good squad player, improves the squad. Definitely, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Get back into this. I'm no longer optimistic about getting in new transfers. Totally a fair shout as well. C cubed. Malinovsky is good. I watched Atalanta 90-20 and 2021. Did not watch Serie A last season. Not sure if he is a great fit in 3-4-3, but he had skills we don't currently have in midfield. Yeah, that's very good. I mean, we do need somebody there. I'm not gonna lie. So we need a world class defender now, or we are fucked. Yeah, that's also a fair shout there, bro. Um, my thoughts on him are he's definitely going to be cheap, you guys. He's definitely going to be cheap because, like I mentioned, his contract is running out. And Atalanta lose the risk of just losing him on a free next summer, or they cash in on him now. Um, that definitely has Daniel Levy written all over it. Those type of deals are what he loves. Let's see how Paratici operates in this circumstances too. But I'm all for it. I gave it the thumbs up. I say let's bring him in. It can only be good. It can only add depth. And so for me, that's a go. That's a go get him. One more guy, you guys, that we've been linked with is I'm totally probably gonna butcher this. Sergey Milinkovic-Savic. Let me go ahead and pull up some stuff on here about him, you guys. He's a player from Lazio, if I'm not mistaken. I totally love how we're just rating these how we're just rating this the Serie A, all these Italian clubs here, and also too this is from Football London. Milinkovic-Savic signs Zaniolo decision. Again, they go into adding some of this regurgitated Zaniolo decision. Tottenham could still make one or two late signings in the midfield area to bolster squad depth and improve chances of unexpected title challenge. Could Tottenham make more signings before the September 1st deadline? Well,
I
we're yet to
hope
see.
so.
As am I, bro. I hope so too. I hope
Because if
so
we
too.
don't, I was really hopeful we can get a top one or two spot. But if we don't get anybody else, I don't see it happening. I
Yeah.
mean, can you see it happening? Because we knew Romero was going to get at least suspension, one or two suspensions. Okay, so we knew he was going to be
Yeah.
out for a little bit. So we need to get another center back. I mean, it's serious at this point.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I agree. My main priority is a center back, but I mean, if all we're getting out there is all these midfielder people, then I mean, what can we
Yeah,
do about it?
Milinkovic-Savic is the Serbian Messi. So maybe not
Yeah.
Messi, but he's definitely wow. He's I take him in a second, in a heartbeat.
I'm just gonna go ahead and read this part here that I finally found some news about him. It says the Italian media continue to link Tottenham and Conte with the potential late double swoop. I don't know why they say a double. I mean, but if that's what's going on, then that's what's going on. For Lazio's Milinkovic-Savic, And Roma's Nicolo Zaniolo. The possibility of seeing both signed are seemingly low. Well, there we go, you guys, but not completely impossible. So I guess, I just wanted to add this in there just because, making the rounds. And it's a rumor. It seems to have really no legs behind it. So, I mean, there's not really no use to commenting that. You guys,
Time will
thumbs down
tell
for
on
this
that kind
one.
of,
Yeah, I'm a thumbs down for this one. I prefer the guy from Atalanta if I'm 100% honest. Um, Jacob here says he would love Milinkovic-Savic.
we would love a
Yeah,
standard
let's see.
messaging system.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty irritated right now, Scott. I've been pretty patient this entire time, but even I've gotten fed up. Whoa, whoa. Biggest issue is the homegrown rule. Also a fair shout. We need to get players out before we get players in. Gio and Dombele are good first steps. Well, it seems to be both of them dudes have gone.
Yeah,
SMS
they're
dreaming
gone.
signing top
Napoli.
tier. For Stuart, he says Milinkovic-Savic is a dream signing. He considers that one top tier. I think you said the same thing, right? Parker, you would definitely welcome him. Let's just hope. Let's just
Yes.
hope it has legs. These rumors.
Yes.
Um, John Fitzpatrick wants to know, Cubed, how long have you been a Tottenham fan? Let's see, Ellie. We give Lazio Gaza for 5 mil. They owe us on back, lads. They owe us on back, lads. And Milinkovic-Savic will be a great addition. Yeah,
I
not
would
that
love them.
long, but I know the
I would love
history,
them.
and I'm
Yeah.
Parker. You have to read this one. Could you read this for me? I don't know what that word is.
Okay, so C Cube says not that long, but I know the history, and I'm a masochist apparently.
Yeah. I wanted you to do that one, bro. Doubt Milinkovic-Savic happens, but it's frustrating because he's exactly the player we need in terms of quality and fit. Yes, makes so much sense to everyone but Levy. Yeah. Fed up with the lack of top class signings for positions we still need is what. Whoa. Fed up with the lack of top class signings for positions we still need is what it is, Benny and Parker. I love the Benny. C cubed. Yes, it's frustrating to see us not making moves that we need and that are clear as day. Same old Levy and Spurs. Agree with my hoodlums. See here. Cube, nothing has changed. Tottenham for the last 10 to 12 years. Only the future don't show enough ambition. It fucking kills me. Masochist. Thank you. Masochist. Thank you. Um,
Masochist.
Masochist, boys. Cube
Masochist boys.
throwing out the literature there. Pronounced masochist.
Well, now I
All
know.
right. Well, now if you don't know, now you know. Right on. Thank you guys for that. Let's see here. Just a couple more rumors before we get into the heist at the bridge. Um, you guys, Ashley Phillips. Have you guys heard of this guy? Apparently Tottenham are in. Well, they're after this young man here from Blackburn Rovers. 17-year-old center back. Go ahead and pull
Yeah,
it up for
that's
you guys so you
exactly
guys
what we
could get to
need.
see some of him.
Well, I mean, maybe not exactly what we need, but we need the likes of this kind of guy, you know.
Yeah. This is according to the Sun. The so the El Sol, the Sun. Feeling good. Amelia Hawkins writes, Tottenham on a verge of transfer for Blackburn starlet Ashley Phillips as they lead Man United and Chelsea in race. That's always music to my ears if it's true. Tottenham are on the verge of signing Blackburn Rovers defender Ashley Phillips, according to reports. It goes on to say the 17-year-old has attracted interest from some of England's biggest clubs over the past year, including our beloved Spurs. Look at this young man right here, you guys. He definitely looks like he would look absolutely amazing in a Spurs kit.
How old is this
Definitely,
guy?
again, I'll pull that up right now in a second. He definitely is looking like a future signing here. Earlier this year, the Sun Sport revealed that Antonio Conte and his staff were keen to pursue a deal for the young star, who has already been promoted to Blackburn's first team. 17-year-old guys,
Mm,
Blackburn's
yeah.
first team, and a move could finally be on the cards with Tottenham managing director of football Fabio Paratici expected to
Yep.
give the green light. Nice, you
And
guys.
why
According to the
wouldn't
Daily
he?
Mail, yeah. According to the Daily Mail, Paratici will attend Blackburn's championship clash with Reading on Wednesday. So that took place earlier today. He will
Yeah.
then look to strike a deal with Rovers Chiefs as Spurs prepare an offer around 3 million. So you guys, cheap for the future, showing ambition. Definitely not the dream top tier signing maybe we're looking for. But you
No.
guys, what do you guys think about this little homie here? Very
I
young.
like
Let me
it.
go ahead and pull up more stats for him. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
no,
Parker.
like it's not something that we need right now. We need somebody with experience, somebody that can go in there and tell everyone where to go. I think that even like that last goal that Reece James scored against us against Chelsea, it's like where were we at that goal? It's like we need somebody with experience, somebody that's like um, either Dyer takes control of that center back position and like tells people where to go, or we have somebody that can, you know, do what they're told. And I don't
Yeah,
know, we need somebody else back there because it's not good enough for me. Um, yeah, we need a center back. And like you said, this guy's definitely another one for the future, which gives me hope.
yeah,
Gives
yeah,
me, makes me happy because then it makes me think, well, then, these Italians are here to stay. So,
yeah. United Spurs of America says probably another buy and loan deal. Definitely a possibility there. Buy him loan and back. Being a Spurs fan is to be that damn word again.
misogynist.
Misogyny.
I don't
It's a
fucking
different
know.
word, bro.
Fuck, I don't know.
Only 17 and 6'3", so one for the future. He's tall. Definitely has future.
Yeah.
Just what we need. A 17-year-old. Ha ha ha. Wait, that could be mistaken for something else. Got him.
Yeah. I mean, we don't
Don't want
need
him.
him. Well, yeah, we definitely need somebody else
Scotty.
right now as a center back, but yeah, we'll take him. I mean, put him in the back of the list, put him in the back of the line, like wait your turn kind of thing. But we definitely need somebody right now. Um,
Oh yeah.
do you think we're gonna get
Let me just
anybody,
get.
Leo? We got what? My voice still isn't even back from Chelsea. I'm still still
Yeah.
have just losing a little bit of it still. I haven't
We're,
gotten it all
we're we're
back
we're
yet.
about to get into that, bro. I had another guy lined up here that we were gonna talk about. I'm just gonna put his name up here. I won't really get into him. Ilan Meslier, uh, goalkeeper from Leeds. Again, we're being linked with this guy. Apparently, they
God
see him
no.
as the heir to
Fuck
Hugo's throne.
no.
Um,
Fuck
but
no. Please no.
well, let's get into the business at hand. Before I want to kind of go on a little mini rant. And Parker, I apologize. Um, not because anything has to do with you, but you
Go
guys,
ahead.
as you guys know, Parker and I are fans here, and we're part of Colorado Spurs. This weekend we were at the pub like we do for the weekend games, and somebody decided it'd be a good idea to invite some Chelsea fans to the pub. Some people that were Colorado Spurs members. Now, you guys in the chat, just real quick, I'm not going to get too into it, but the bottom line is, how would you, thumbs up, thumbs down, are you guys okay with somebody walking into your temple, to your place of worship, and having the jersey of the people we're going up against, especially a London
No.
derby, you guys? Um,
They were putting salt in our wounds. Every time that they scored, they were saying, "Oh, we don't hear you now." They were chanting and
yeah.
they're provoking us. They wanted and they were just smiling, like smirking at us.
So
I
like I don't know how you guys feel about that. At the end of the day, like you know, I've talked with a bunch of people. I even talked with the president or the chairwoman of Colorado Spurs, and I understand that it's a place of business. A homie told me, um, you know, the owners of the bar just see one color and that's green, and that's true. They don't differentiate the two. They just say, hey, whoever's here is gonna pay me money, so let them here. But hold on, you guys, hold on. I don't take lightly to that. You know what I mean? I show off my tattoos everywhere. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that I'm Tottenham till I die. And the moment I see people like that, bro, it makes my heart just start pumping, and it makes my fucking blood just,
Boil.
I get pumped, you know.
Yeah.
And so I don't think that anybody should ever feel disrespected in their own house. I'm never gonna walk into somebody's house and dip my finger in their sugar bowl, and I don't expect the same thing. Now, I've talked it over with the people at Colorado Spurs, and my rift more or less is with Colorado Spurs. My rant is against Colorado Spurs, um, because you guys let me down. You guys shouldn't have let a Chelsea fan. I guess they had okayed it with somebody to go there, and nah, that don't fly with me. That don't fly with me. Like, you don't just
Yeah.
let somebody
No Chelsea fans
into our club.
allowed, and that
No,
should be
you know,
a rule. And if they do come, then they know what to expect because
yeah.
it's not.
I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure I got my point across. You know what I mean? I don't. Ellie says a bunch of thumbs down. I don't know. You tell me, Benny. I'm thumbs down. Like, you don't walk into my place like that because I'm gonna let it known. Smart. Yeah, there you go.
And
Cubes of Savage.
they weren't just in the corner like minding their own business. They were provoking us. They really were. They were chanting at us. They really were getting to us. Oof.
Yeah,
I
so
was getting upset. So
big up Dermot. Dermot joined the chat, dude. Like, so at the end of the day, I've been formally, uh, what's the word, Parker? I've been formally advised that any physical altercation again, like the one that I that I started, will not be tolerated anymore. Well, as much as I love Colorado Spurs, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this: the next time you guys allow Chelsea fans into our pub, I'm probably gonna do the same thing. I hate to say it. Um, I hate Chelsea more than I do Arsenal. I hate the shit out of Arsenal, but I totally hate Chelsea even more. Everybody should know that by now. Um,
yeah.
Yeah, and then here's a comment. Here's a comment by C Cube. Honestly, I don't think it's a big deal. I was at a pub with San Francisco Spurs watching the Chelsea game, and there were a few Blues in there. Well, I respectfully can accept your comment. I don't know how how it was at your guys' pub. I don't know if they were rooting every time they scored, and they were sitting here literally disrespecting us in our own house. So if you guys at San Francisco are okay with that, that's up to you. Big up to you guys. But here, uh, that don't fly. You know what I mean? And yeah, Bobby K, you're right. You know what I mean? Legally, they can't stop them from coming in. That's true. I totally agree. I don't have no problem having them in there. You know what I mean? But there's definitely got to be a rule that's saying, hey, you guys, no, provoking, because that's what they were doing. And this was the biggest one was the tall dude. Like, the dude that I got into the altercation with was a freaking tall dude. You know what I mean? Like,
it's one of the chants they were singing, like, "We can hear you now," sort of thing.
Yeah, like, dude, that you don't.
This is our
go and watch the game.
Fuck out.
Go. No, that's fine. It's at the end of the day, it's a family neighborhood, pub. You're more than welcome to come. If you have your Chelsea kit on, whatever. Just if you're gonna be chanting, if you're gonna be egging people on, because let's be real, chants are not meant to be just like it's not friendly banter, bro. Chants at derbies are hatred towards the other team. They're provoking other teams' fans, and if you guys allow that, then you have to understand there's real stand-up people that ain't gonna let that fly.
And they're asking for it. Like, if they're doing that,
and they're asking for it.
They want to fight. Honestly, I mean, it's just simple as that.
And I wasn't there because I wanted to fight. Don't get me wrong. I was just like, how is this happening? How are people okay with having these idiots in our fucking pub? I'm sorry to say, but at the end of the day, that's my opinion. How are these people allowed to do that? So, yeah, yeah. They gave me the what is it called? Like the no, they basically told me that they messed up on their part and it's not gonna happen again. So let bygones be bygones, you guys. I'm gonna wash that off. That was my rant. I apologize to you guys for having to hear it. I appreciate your guys' feedback again. I just yeah, I can't. I understand that they legally can't stop coming in. I welcome
Yeah, we know
anybody.
that,
There's
but
Liverpool
it's
fans all
not
the
about
time
them.
that go
It's
against
about
Liverpool games. They just don't chant. You know what I mean? There's other team fans that come in. They just don't chant. They don't
yeah.
try
I
to
saw one Chelsea
disrespect
fan in
us.
there that was being quiet, hanging by
Yes,
himself and like
yes,
minding his own business. That's
yes. And I left
but
him
when
alone.
you're
And
when
I
you're
left him
provoking
alone.
us, I'm just like like they're looking at us, giving us eye contact, like trying to like get into our face, like uh just it gets tricky, and
There you go.
shit does not get pretty, like I said in our vlog. So it did not get pretty.
Yeah, it didn't. It didn't. But that's kind of also too why my vlog was a little bit, cut short. Didn't have that many interviews because at the end of the game, I kind of had to go talk to the chairwoman and other board people about
Hey
my
man,
my actions, and
it is
so
what it is, man.
yeah.
You put in your all. And we expect the same from Tottenham, and
Hey,
you got a point.
I got the same from Tottenham. You guys seen how Antonio Conte reacted, so what else, man?
You know
All
what I
right, you
really hate
guys,
about Tuchel? Sorry, I just want to say this real quick.
you're
So
right.
after we equalized, I think after the let's see, yeah, it was our first equalizer. Thomas Tuchel was like, getting in his face and being like, "Get over there, stay in your box," blah 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 blah. And then after they scored, like he runs across like the touchline all the way past Conte, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, why are you acting like this? Like, it's like he's just such a prick to me. It's like, why would you tell somebody to do something and be so passionate about it? Stay in your box, and then when you score, you run across. I know you're at home, I get it, but just such a fucking prick. Like, sorry, that was my rant.
Bro, keep going. Get it all off your chest, bro.
Fucking
Because
annoying,
I
dude.
mean,
Like, he pisses me off. So, Tuchel, man, like, I mean, especially like, I mean, the handshake. We can all talk about that for hours, but what is
what
he
was your take on
doing?
that, bro?
He obviously, we got the last laugh, right? We were at the end. We got the last laugh. We got the last goal. He wanted that last little bit of stardom kind of thing. Like he wanted to be part of the end. And he had to find a way to do it. And I'm not a fan of that. I think he still has a lot to learn as a manager. I think Conte is miles ahead of him in leadership, and the way he conducts himself and the way he manages the team. I think Tuchel really needs to take a step back and realize that he was in the wrong.
Yeah. You think Antonio Conte should be should be in trouble with the FA over overreacting the way that he did? You guys
How?
in the comments too, let us know
Why?
if somebody's gonna grab your arm like that and turn you around and say, "Look at me in my eyes,"
No.
and you react like that, guys. You
Well,
shouldn't get in trouble, right?
I think the way that Conte reacted, I think everybody would react like that, right? Like someone grabs your hand and holds it. I mean, you're not going to just sit there. Like, so he initiated Tuchel. He initiated it. And Conte reacted the way everybody would have reacted. And it's absolutely silly to think that Conte is going to be charged for that, because he didn't run across the pitch
I
or
think so too, bro.
across the touch
I think it.
line along the fans celebrating. I mean, no, he didn't go out of his box. Like Tuchel was saying, stay in your box, stay in your box. Okay, then what the fuck are you doing? Like, I don't know. I don't think Conte did anything wrong at all.
Yeah.
I think that Tuchel is a sore loser. And
This
we
is a
had the
good.
last laugh, and he had to fucking do something about it.
This is a good comment here. People only showed part of the video where Conte was celebrating over in his area. Actually, Blue staff yelled and celebrated their first goal towards our bench. That is true. I did watch back the Conte cam, and yeah, on our first goal, he did kind of like He faced them. You know what I mean? He was like by their area. But that's all it was. He didn't do nothing that warrants a suspension. He didn't do nothing that warranted a red card at that time,
No.
and the ref saw that, so they didn't make no big deal about it. So I agree. Conte was retaliating. I agree.
And
Because go ahead.
well, I kind of see where Tuchel's coming from, because he's obviously a little frustrated, because the refs and what's been going on their side, and we did get away with a decent amount this game. I think we can all agree with that. I get why he would be frustrated, but the way he reacted to it is not okay, and he almost in a way was, trying to punish us because his team couldn't do it. Like, okay, your team couldn't punish us, so I'm gonna find a way to get Conte in trouble, and I'm gonna find a way to get him a red card. And it's petty, and it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it's totally on Tuchel, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Dermot, I just sent you the link, bro. Now you can hop on with us so we can discuss this Chelsea game. I sent it to you, Ali, too. That way we could have the whole THFC Mile High Hosper family get together.
Yeah,
Um, man, I think a lot of times when stuff like this happens, it definitely does get overhyped. It does get overplayed. Especially now with the whole social media where people are able to make memes and people are able to just upload it like that in an instant, and then uh, kind of make the image to favor either side. But yeah, at the end of the day,
propaganda.
yeah, regardless of what happened, you guys, I'm okay with the way Antonio Conte not only handled himself but handled the situation. Again, I'm the type of person that if somebody wants to grab your arm like that, I'm definitely gonna be asking you, "What's up, homie? Like run up, get done up." Is that how Jacob put it? Like you really want to go that route, my homie? Um, but yeah, so you guys, we escaped the Stamford Bridge. Our episode is called the Heist at the Bridge, because it is it is what happened, you guys. We got our asses spanked up and down,
We stole a
um,
point.
but we stole the point. Something that a Tottenham Hotspur team would not have been able to do in recent years. We would have rolled over and got our asses just spanked, got our asses handed to us. Um, but you guys,
Yeah, it
that's
just
not the case
proved
anymore.
that we've been improving from last year, since we lost against them,
Yeah.
I think 4 times last season. So
Yeah, four
it's
times last
it's
season.
yeah, we're you know we're going forward, we're moving forward. Things are looking up, and I'm excited about the season. I think Romero it is a bit of a loss. It's a bit of a blow, especially after that high, of stealing that point from Chelsea. Because we got away with so much, don't you think, Leo? I mean, that hair pulling, like, then we find out that, like, the hair pulling isn't even in the rule book, and then we're just like, how did we get away with that? We're so
You
happy.
know,
Then
there's a term.
we think things couldn't get any better, and then all of a sudden, Romero injured. We're just like, oh, Chelsea fans are just like, oh, that's right, fuck you. Like, and it's just like, God damn it, like, this had to happen. But and then, like, then we found out that it was actually at the Chelsea against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Cucurella, I think, was the one who stepped on his leg, and then
He
that's
did,
the
bro.
reason
He
why.
did, dude. He did. Like, it, it's always gonna be like this. Like, I hate to be cliche and I hate to be biased, but it always seems like there's a freaking agenda against Spurs, bro. Like, why is it that they just see the shit that Tottenham does, but they don't like look at all the other stuff, bro? They don't see how Cucurella did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
and
don't see that.
now he's out for a month, and I mean, like, there's reports coming out that he could be out for 2 weeks or whatever, but still, I mean, 2 weeks, that's still a blow for us. Um, I love Romero, but at the end of the day, we knew that he was, he's a bit of a liability. Can we agree?
Yeah.
He's pulling hair, he's stepping on people. He's going to be suspended. We knew that, so
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's why I
you
just
guys,
think we just need to get
I have.
just one more center back, please.
We're gonna take a quick 30-second pause. We have a surprise coming up for you. What's going on, Tottenham community? We're joined by THFC's very own Queen Ellie Hoiberg and the one and only Dermot. My homies,
Yay.
how we
Dermot,
doing?
where's Dermot at?
Where is he? He's gone to the
Hey,
toilet.
Ellie, how are
maybe.
you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm up early
Oh, I'm
hours
sure
in the
you are.
morning because I knew you were going to be on. I was on Mari's show earlier, so I couldn't come on straight away. But I wanted to catch up with you boys. She's got a fabulous show.
Come on, Hoiberg.
And I agree with you about the Chelsea fans. Don't let them in.
Look,
No.
Ellie, like you know, at the end of the
That's
day,
your
it's a place of
sacred
business.
space.
It's a place. That's how I feel about it. It's a place of business where people go and spend their money. And I know the owner doesn't want altercations, and the owner doesn't care if you're wearing a Chelsea kit or a Spurs kit. But one, Ellie, these people here invited. Let them come in. You know,
Yeah.
that's a no-no. Two, they want to be running their mouth. In my hood, that's a no-no. You don't do that. You know, so
That's right.
don't worry though, Ellie. They got taken care of.
Yeah, that's your own space, boys, where you can
It
relax
is.
and you can cheer on your team. You don't want other fans in your face goading you. That's
No, that's my place of
sacrilege.
worship. That's my place of
Yeah,
worship there.
that's
Fuck
right. That's
those
your
Ellie,
guys.
church, your Spurs church.
yeah. I go to that Spurs church more than I go to any other church, Ellie.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yes.
Go
I'll
ahead,
be
take your
right
time.
back.
Ellie,
And
so we ended up drawing 2-2. I'm pretty sure I know your
yeah,
answer, but are you happy with the result?
yeah, like I said in the chat, it was a snatch and grab. We didn't deserve it, but sometimes you get in football what you don't deserve, and sometimes you get what you do deserve. So I'll take it because it's a point that we didn't have, and we didn't deserve it. But who cares? At the end of the day, Harry Kane came up with the equalising goal, and it was a fabulous goal as well because it was a world-class cross by Perisic, and I just went crazy. When Højbjerg scored, I went crazy. I went crazy when Kane scored because I thought at least we're going to get something out of the match, Leo. You know,
Yeah.
all these
Yeah,
lovely
you know,
comments coming in as well.
I don't think we would have ever had a I don't think last year we would have pulled these points out of the bag, you know.
No,
Not just because of the players. I think it's just I
it's
just
a
think it's because of,
mentality
you know, the
thing.
quality, the depth, the mentality. Yes, you're right. The execution.
Yeah, the
Perisic
mentality goes
is
a long way.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Leo, do you
Um
know what I was going to say before I forget? Is Conte has got the mindset of a winner. We know this, right? And it's rubbing off on the players because they're not winners. They
yeah.
haven't won. They haven't
Yeah.
won anything. So, but his mentality is rubbing off on them, and they're fighting. They're digging in there, like when you're in the trenches in the war. You're digging in there, hoping that you're going to survive. And if we can get points like that, you know, and they count for something. They count for something.
Yeah.
But what we've got to do, and Conte knows this, we've got to strengthen that back line because we got ripped apart. And all those defensive frailties and all the weaknesses from past years were shown up by Chelsea. They're a very technical team, Leo. We know this. They've got fantastic players on the ball. We haven't. We've only really got Kulu and Kane. the rest of them are not up to scratch like the Chelsea players. So we've got to get more ballers in the team as well. People that can put their foot on the ball and actually spray a pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're missing that.
Talking about a pass, Ellie, I'm gonna pass this over here to the big homie Dermot. Dermot, how you doing?
Yes.
You there, mate?
Can he hear us?
I don't think he can. No, he doesn't look frozen. Dermot, can you hear us, my man?
Chelsea on us.
Yeah.
Mr. Dermot, how are you doing?
Well, here, we'll just put him off and give us a thumbs up, Dermot, when you're good.
Yeah.
I just want to say one thing. If Chelsea had a striker like a Boeing or however you say his name.
Aubameyang.
If they had a Boeing or whatever, we would have been they would have punished us. How many times did Sterling how many times was he in front of our goal and just completely missed, if they had a top striker, they would have put that away multiple times. I mean, we got lucky, and I'll say this over and over. I'm just relieved that we're able to just get a point out of that and move on to the next game. And I guess we'll meet them again in February. So
yeah. Ellie, so just to recap the game for you, what are your thoughts when we went down 1-0?
I thought we were going to get overrun. I thought we were going to lose it 3-4, 5-0 actually. So I was glad that he made the tactical switch because we were getting overrun. They had they had 5 in midfield because what they did, they tucked in their wing backs and James more or less played in midfield, and then they pushed Loftus-Cheek further forward. So he was doing the James role because they knew that James was strong in that role. Then they've got little Conte, who's an absolute genius footballer, brilliant footballer. I wish we had him, actually. We would have easily won that game with Conte in there. And then they got Jorginho, who's not...
Yeah.
He's no Conte, but he can spray a pass. And he's very good at moving the ball. Højbjerg's quite a culprit for that. He'll see what's on. He's an intelligent player, but he's a bit slow in moving the ball. So I can understand fans' frustrations with him. But what he's good at, he's a fighter. He's a winner. He wants to go and win the match. He doesn't give up, the boy. And that's why I like him, because what he lacks in some things, he makes up in others. And then you've got players like Richarlison, who can get about a bit, and give the opposition something to think about. I liked it when he came on because he created pockets of space. The only thing is, our passing was woeful, so we weren't finding him as much as we should have. But that will come. That will come if we get a playmaker. We need to get one. Because Basuma's more or less like Benny and Højbjerg in one. He's a mixture of both of them. He's not going to get you goals. He's not going to be a great creator. Because you look at his stats, they're not all that much better than Benny or Højbjerg's. You see? Yeah. But what he does, he's got strength, the boy. I'll give him that. And he's very good on the ball and he can spoil as well. But we need a playmaker. We're lacking it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
It's got to come. We got, 13 days left or so?
I don't know how many days there's left, but, the time's winding down. The clock is running out. And we went over a few people that we we're kind of being linked to or,
somebody better
just some
than
rumors.
Lucas.
Yeah.
Even, so.
Yeah. Also, too, Ellie, I did notice that how you were saying how Reece James kind of went off to the right there and then Loftus-Cheek kind of went more up. Tuchel definitely, I mean, if I'm to be real. Tuchel has good he's got good footballing IQ. He's not just some sort of pushover manager. Like he definitely knows his stuff. The way he tactically battled with Antonio Conte was definitely it was a game of chess. It was a game of chess. We were definitely getting it handed to us. Also, too, though, on the flip side of that, Antonio Conte did some moving around with his formation as well. It almost looked as if he went with a back four when he took off Sessegnon, and
Yeah,
uh,
it kind of hurt us a little bit, but
well, I mean, he had to do something because we were getting overran, and so that's when Ben Davies kind of went over to that left back role, and then we had our three. We had who do we have? Davies, Dyer, Romero, and who else was in there? I keep forgetting. I'm drawing a blank. But we almost went to a back four, and we started to overload that right side. And so when Chelsea scored their second goal, did you guys notice how left out to dry Ben Davies was? Everybody overloaded that right side and left Ben Davies,
Yeah.
all by himself.
yeah, he didn't do enough. I
Well, Ben
really don't.
Davies. It's not
I
that Ben
really
Davies
don't think
didn't do enough, bro. It's just
maybe
we
he didn't
kind of
do
just
maybe
shift
not that,
focused.
but he wasn't told what to do. He didn't have the leadership that he needed to be told where to be on the pitch. I mean, clearly James is like one of those players that comes over he's one of those right wing backs. He's gonna be over, he's gonna put in crosses, he's gonna put in shots. And it was not we must have missed that. It was not in our tactics or something because we were not prepared for that. So Davies totally missed that for me.
Well, hold on, Parker. I don't think it was Davies that missed that. I think the rest of the team forgot Davies was playing left back because they left him alone, bro. Like they left him out to dry. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was him. It was just
No, I'm not blaming
they
Davies.
overloaded the right side.
I'm more blaming our leadership team. I want somebody to say, you stay here, and I'm gonna go over here, and you watch this area, just in case, kind of thing. And it's just not how it went. So
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're right, Parker.
On the pitch.
You're right. There was a lack of leadership there. There was lack of communications all along that back line.
Dyer can tell people what to do when the ball's out of play, but when it comes to the ball in play, then he's focused on something else and nothing gets done. And we need a leadership. We need a leader on the pitch, not Hugo Lloris in front of the goal.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, true.
Ellie, real quick, when we were down 1-0 and you see the ball, you see the ball go to Højbjerg and you see Højbjerg put in the back of the net. What was your instant reaction?
Honestly, man, I lost my voice. I screamed so loud, right? Because I couldn't go to the match because lots of different reasons. I did have a ticket, but I couldn't go. But I just lost it. When you lose it. And I went crazy. And I think my neighbours, they knew that I screamed the whole house down. So I'm thinking, I haven't heard from my neighbours either side since. I think they've moved out. Honestly, I go crazy when we score, especially
we were thinking about you.
Yeah.
Right,
it was a really good goal as well. It was a really good goal, the way because Jorginho was mucking about with the ball. And then I think it was Davis that nicked it off him, got it to Sonny, and then Sonny played it. Yeah, Sonny played it to Højbjerg, and it wasn't a brilliant strike, but it was an accurate strike.
Yeah, and it was something that he's done before. We've seen that strike, I think, when he was back at Southampton. So, man, we were waiting for that kind of strike again. We're like, we want to see that sort of like determination and like that sort of like shots, because we most of the time we see him shooting it over the goal. So
he should do it more often, shouldn't he? He should shoot, because when he scored against Liverpool, he scored against Leeds United, And then he didn't score again last season, apart from the one in Europe, the Conference League against Rennes, I think he scored. Yeah, so he got 3 goals last season. So he's already a third of the way there, and we're only 2 games in.
Ellie, what do you think about our next opponent, Wolves?
They're a very good side, but they don't get the results. They're just a bit unlucky now and then.
They do against us, Ellie.
Yeah, they do against us, but it's about even Stevens with our results against them, because they've beaten us 3 or 4 times. We've beaten them 3 or 4 times in recent times, but they have got a very good midfield. So I think we have to go strong. I think it would be best to play 3 or 4 in midfield that game and play a 3-5-2, because with Romero missing, though, I'm not sure, because maybe Conte might think, no, I haven't got a strong enough 3 at the back. If it was Romero, Dyer and Davies, it's better with Romero.
Still questionable,
It's still questionable because of Dyer and Davies. Although the thing is, we need better. I mean, I always bigged up Davies because he had a tremendous season last season when he came in when Nuno left. But still, he's still not top quality because his passing is not on point and his general play is okay, but it's nothing to write home about.
Not for a centre back, in my opinion.
No. And Dyer, his passing is woeful. He's about 55-60% of his passes go astray. And the one that he does do good, people remember that. But I'm remembering the 10 before that he done rubbish.
Yeah.
And he's too slow at moving the ball. We need players who can move the ball quick. That's why I'm really excited to see Spence, because he can move the ball quick. He's a very exciting player. I know a lot of people have got their doubts about him because he's come from the Championship, but I'm telling you, this boy's got it. He's got it. I've been watching him a lot, and my brothers have as well, and they like him a lot. And my brothers are the biggest Spurs critics. They like him. He just needs a break. He needs Emerson and Doherty, really. He needs Emerson, really, because he's in the team, to really cock up, as they say in England, for him to get his chance. And it depends on Conte, what he thinks of him as well.
I hope that he grows on Conte, because I agree with you.
I hope so.
Our best wing back in the squad. So hopefully Conte he grows on Conte and he'll...
And also he's got lightning pace like Walker had. So if we're stuck, he can track back really quickly. And you need that in the Premiership.
Yeah, we haven't had that since him. So
No. I know. Let's see if Dermot comes in. You never know. And I hope he does. He needs to sort out his internet like me.
Yeah. Hey, Ellie, so just to go back to the Chelsea game, we were down twice and came back twice. Our team showed resilience. Our team showed guts. Our team cocked up, as you would say.
I'm teaching you the English colloquial words, haven't I?
we could bounce vocabulary off one another.
Yeah, there's another one you can know is pucker. Pucker means when it's very, very good.
Pucker.
Yeah, pucker.
Like pucker up for a kiss?
Yeah, like a pucker up for a kiss.
Yeah, pucker. I just have to work on my accent. I have to work on my accent.
That's an East End one, actually. That's not North London. That's East London.
East End. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Ellie. I can't wait to be walking in the streets of London with you one of these days. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah, I'll show you the town. Because London's London. I don't know if have you ever been to London, boys?
Never.
It's really a lovely city. It's very beautiful, especially if you go into the city itself, City of London. You've got some beautiful buildings there, and you've got lovely, lovely, lovely pubs. If you like a drink and you support Spurs, that's your cup of tea.
You're muted.
Sorry, I really want to see the Tottenham Marshes.
The Hackney Marshes, you mean?
I don't know.
It's the Hackney Marshes, yeah. Yeah, that's where a lot of Spurs players, Ledley King used to play over there. Yeah, when they start their careers, they start in Hackney. A lot of our boys,
Ledley King.
You got your Ledley King. Oh my God. I saw you doing that live, didn't I, Leo?
What a beautiful tattoo that is.
You know, Ellie, for some reason, I was just sitting there, and I remember how you really liked my Instagram post when I was at the tattoo parlor. So I was like, I'm going to give Ellie a call and show her firsthand.
I know. I saw your tattoo artist. He's brilliant, isn't he?
Yeah, it's my little brother.
Oh my God, he's so talented.
Thank you.
If we win a trophy, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, I'm gonna hit up that artist and
you're gonna have the FA Cup on there.
Oh, I got on my leg probably. I gotta get it. I mean, it's been too long.
Yeah,
without any sort of trophy.
I've actually held the FA Cup, boys, quite a few times. Yeah, it's such a lovely cup. It's like a woman. It goes in and out, in and out.
Oh yeah.
It's a beautiful cup.
It's got the right curves.
Yeah, it has.
You're making me sad. Envious.
Don't worry. You're going to get to do it, Parker. Don't worry. We're going to win the FA Cup for you.
Check this comment out. I agree with Paul here. Aim bigger. The Premiership could be ours. It really could be ours. It really could be ours.
If we don't get a center back, that shit ain't happening.
Do you know what? We need to strengthen our defence to challenge. Because look, I said this on the other podcast as well. We scored 6, the same as Manchester City, but we've let in 3 and they've let in 0. That shows you something. Mm-hmm. And if the trajectory goes like
a lot
that,
better.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we haven't got as good a defence as Man City. But we can't score as many goals as them, but we can get there nearly. You don't have to score a lot of goals to win the league. 1-0 wins you a game.
Leicester did that, yeah.
You see what I mean? And Arsenal did it a lot as well. That's why they were called 1-0 to the Arsenal. I don't want to say their name on your stream. It's made me feel sick now. I've got to go. Boo!
no, but look,
no more mention of those idiots.
No, but Ellie, it's a fair shout because at the end of the day, it's a true point. It's a valid point. You have to learn to respect, and you have to learn to appreciate when it's due. And as much as we hate to talk about it, it's the fucking truth.
They had a brilliant defense. And we need to do the same. Look, Spurs were built on creativity, right? We've never really had a fantastic defence apart from when we were in the 60s. Other years, we've been pretty average in defence and brilliant in midfield and brilliant up front. So we've got to get the balance right. If we want to really challenge for these big trophies, we've got to get the defence right.
Yeah. And we can't forget we're in Champions League. It's coming up in a month's time.
I know.
It's very important. We got to get somebody else.
We normally do well. We do well in the Champions League, though. We've got quite a good record. We got to the quarterfinals twice. We made the last 16, and then we lost to Real Madrid. Mm-hmm. We got, but then then we went to the final. Yeah.
But how did Conte do with Chelsea in the Champions League? Do you remember?
He didn't do too well. He's not done too well in Europe, but things change. A leopard can change its spots. It depends how he sees Europe. If he sees it as an important trophy, I think he's a league title man. I think that's the one he really, really wants to win.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that we win one trophy at least. Because we've been starved of trophies.
To start, Let's just get one, maybe 2 under our belt this season, and that'll catapult us into bigger things next season. I agree. I feel the same way.
Put Perisic in.
Real quick, you guys, if you guys are still here joining us, Ellie's channel, Dermot's channel, THFC Till I Die.
Yes.
Again, I like to tell people, if you guys are here, you guys should be there.
Yeah.
Because if you guys follow us, you follow them.
Like and subscribe to Mile High Hotspur. Like and subscribe to THSC Till I Die, because we bring you brilliant content and depth of knowledge.
Yeah.
Both of
Yes.
even though you're relatively young compared to us, you've got fantastic knowledge, lads.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if you watch THFC, I mean, you can't get that kind of knowledge anywhere else. I mean, Ellie played for the club. These are people that are from Tottenham, you know,
Born and bred.
Yeah. So I mean, it's definitely worth subscribing to THFC.
And Izan is a freaking. He's got a freaking brain on him about
I
Tottenham
know.
Hotspur. You know, I watch a lot of Izan, and he's got a brain. You know, and Patrick Philip Brady, right, is another one. Definitely love talking, love hearing him.
He's so funny.
Yeah,
he's so funny, Philip. He's got so many good stories about past Spurs and present Spurs, and he's just got fantastic stories. And Izan, he doesn't just research things. He does in-depth knowledge. He's got behind the research that he just finds on Wikipedia or just on the internet. He'll research the player properly. You know, he's really good at that. Yeah, I love Izan. He's a good lad.
Yeah. I really think Chelsea probably could have put us away at that last game if they wouldn't have missed all their chances. They missed so many chances.
They were going to put us away, Parker. They were going to put us away, bro. But our team fought back, bro. Our team fought back, bro.
We're not quitters, that's for sure.
No. Conte is not going to have a quitter on that team. All the quitters, he's getting rid of the quitters. The quitters are going out on loan with potential purchases. You know, get them out of our club. We don't want that type of bad juju.
To Napoli finally.
Yes, we don't want that bad juju. You know, like let's get that out of the club, and it starts there.
I think we're paying a decent amount of his salary or something. That's right.
We're not paying the whole salary like we would have been.
Not the whole.
So.
What we did wrong in the first half, we paid them too much respect, right? And we were too weak in midfield because of the two boys. They were trying their best, but they had 5 to compete with, right? 2 against 5 is an uneven match. And it's not just an ordinary 5. You've got fantastic 5 in Chelsea. You've got Jorginho, Kante, James, Mason Mount, and you've got Loftus-Cheek. Who came of age in that game. So we were giving them too much respect. But really, what Conte did in the second half, he realised very quickly that we weren't going to get any joy out of this match. So I'm glad that he changed it around. And to put Perisic on that late in the game, he can't be 100% fit because he would be playing him from start.
Yeah, I agree, Ali.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think that point is really going to come back to help us, actually, and haunt them, especially at Stamford Bridge. The way we got away with that, so many things that happened that game, like just the fact that, we got, just not including just the referee calls, but the way they just put the ball over the net so many times, we just got lucky. I think that's going to really come back to help us and maybe give us, that extra spot that we've been looking for at the end of the season. I really think that, seriously.
Yeah.
When I saw it was Anthony Taylor, the referee, I thought, oh my God, I hate that referee. I absolutely love him now.
Yeah.
He's Tottenham.
Yeah, he's Tottenham through and through. They're going to give him a scarf next time.
He's TTID.
We'll give him a scarf and a hat.
Speaking of giving scarves, I want to shout out the big man Hank from Maine Spurs. I got in contact with him, and he sent me out this scarf here over there in Maine. So big up to the Maine Spurs. I really like it. It's a class. Yeah, it is. I have a special spot for the state of Maine in my heart. I've been there once, quick vacation or whatever, but yeah, I really like it. So big up to you guys over there in Maine. Also, too, I want to shout out a man named Grant. Grant, Parker, can you elaborate on Grant real fast?
Yeah, so Grant hit our Mile High Hotspur Instagram up, and he had a jersey that he had bought for his son, and it happened to be, too small, I believe. And so he was looking to, to send it to somebody that will appreciate it. So he hit up us, and, the first thing I thought of was Leo's daughter, because, she would probably fit that based on her, like her age and her size. So I was like, well, I think Leo's daughter would probably fit into that. So I let him know and reach out to Leo, got his address, and so yeah, he sent this jersey completely free of charge, and it
What a
was
man.
a couple years ago,
It's the green kit, yeah.
during
So
our
So
COVID year.
lovely.
Yeah, and
yeah,
he did
so
it
So
big up to
completely
cool.
free of
Grant. Big up
charge.
to
Like,
Grant.
he didn't
Big
ask
up
for
to Grant.
anything. And he's from like one of those mountain towns back like way out in Colorado. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
so hopefully he can come out eventually to Esther's where we watch the games and give him, to meet him up.
Yeah.
eventually, so.
Yeah, for sure. So I told him I was gonna big him up and shout him out. He said it's not necessary, but my man, I appreciate you. And my
That's
little
so
girl's
good of
gonna look
you.
absolutely fabulous in a Spurs kit.
Yeah.
I think
How
I
old's
still
your
need to
little
send you some
girl,
videos.
Leo?
So my youngest daughter is gonna be 5 in October.
Oh, lovely.
And she's definitely a little Spurs gal. She sometimes when she's playing with her Barbies, and I just catch her singing the Spurs songs. We'll be in the car, and will try and
Yeah.
I'll try to record her, but as soon as she sees me recording her, she kind of gets stage fright and stops.
Yeah.
But Ellie, real quick, Parker, let me just take up a couple of
Yeah.
minutes. I don't know, Ellie, if you ever seen one of our shows. I talked about my daughter when my wife was pregnant with her, and I used to sing all the chants to her belly
Yeah.
at nighttime. I would go up to her belly and I would just sing all of our chants to her. And the moment my daughter was born, my wife gave her to me, and I picked up my little girl. And this is literally like a minute fresh out of my wife, and my daughter was just like really just uneasy. She was overwhelmed. I could imagine. And the second I started chanting to her, "We've got Ali, Dele Ali."
That's what
I
you sang to her from her song.
Well, yeah, bro. I mean, Dele Ali was relevant back then. You know what I mean? We're talking about almost 5 years ago. Almost 5 years ago.
We're
2017.
talking Prime Deli.
Yes.
That was Prime Deli. You're all.
So I start singing this song to her, and I still remember the feeling of my daughter's just like body just easing completely up, and she put her head on my chest, and I just kept singing to her, and I wasn't able to do that with my older kids. My oldest daughter is actually 16, and my son is going to be 13. My oldest daughter, she definitely supports the Spurs too. My son is an American football fan. Big. I mean, that's okay. Big up. He hasn't really got to know the Spurs. But my little girl, she knows. She asks me, "Dad, you gonna go watch the game at the pub? You gonna go watch the game at the pub?"
He knows what's up. Football is the only sport in the world that matters in Tottenham. Go ahead, Ellie.
Right. I was going to say, I've got a brand new kit that I bought. I made a mistake, actually. I bought it for a little boy, and it was too small. It's actually for a 6 to 7 year old. So what I'll do, if you send me your address, Leo, I'll send it to you. It's got the shorts, the socks, everything.
The whole kit. Leo, you got the whole kit for Leah.
Yeah.
So his daughter's named Leah. Isn't that cute?
Yeah. I know. The only thing it's got Shockwave at the back because his dad's band was called Shockwave.
Shockwave.
So it's got Shockwave on the back, but you can easily steam it off. It's no problem, and put Leah's name on it. I'll try.
We'll just stick that on there.
I'll try and get my niece to see if she can steam it off for us and put Leah on it before I send it over. But send me your address and I'll send it to you.
For sure, big.
She's got Christmas coming up, huh?
Yeah.
It's last year. It's last year's kit, but it doesn't matter, does it?
No, it doesn't matter.
It's similar. Just do a yellow band around it, and then you've got this year's kit.
Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. It's all right. Yeah, big up, Ellie. Thank you. I definitely will be in contact with you.
I like the one you're wearing. Is it the Mansion one you're wearing now?
That's the Modric.
The Erasma.
I think of Luka Modric when I see that kit.
Yeah, Ledley King 26, man.
That or
it's
like
this one.
Of art.
It's this one. That's why I wore it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pay tribute to the king.
Yeah.
This is my one and only club, Ellie. Again, I don't mean to go
Yeah.
back onto what we were talking about, but I'll never let anybody step into my place of worship and disrespect it. This is my club.
Yeah.
This is my feelings get hurt when people talk bad about the Spurs. Aaron Dove says, I was 7 months old and in the hospital. My uncle visited me every day for a month. He told me he just talked to me about Tottenham. That's why I love Spurs. Big up, Aaron.
Ah, that's so cool.
So,
I like that
hey,
one.
Ellie, any last thoughts about anything about
Yeah.
the Chelsea game or anything? Any last thoughts before we wrap this up?
Yeah. We have to take the spirit of those the second half into this Wolves game and really give them a game and really move the ball quickly and just get in their faces because they're a technical team, Wolves. They are a talented football team. It's just we just got to make sure that we win the match and we win well as well, playing good football because we didn't see good football against Chelsea.
No,
We didn't.
we didn't have the ball
It's
very
very
often.
disappointing. Yeah, it was very disappointing.
They got a lot of Portuguese players, don't they? They always seem to get a lot of Portuguese players. I think they're linked
got
to
a Portuguese
even
manager
more
as well.
Yeah, and I think they're
Yeah.
linked to a couple Portuguese players coming up here in the next couple days. So
Yeah, and they
I think Ruben Neves might be out of the club though, going to Manchester United if the rumors are true.
do you know what we could do with him? He's a very
I
talented
agree,
footballer. Very
and he's a
talented.
handsome-looking fella too.
no, I'm
Yeah,
good
but
without him.
he'll fit well. He'll fit well with Højbjerg and Basuma. The thing is, I think we need somebody who can score more though. Because Neves, how technically brilliant he is, he doesn't really score a lot. He'll score about 5, 6, 7 goals. We need someone like Maddison who can score 15 to 20. That's the real difference. And also he can assist. He assisted, I believe, 13 goals. And
It's a lot of goal contributions.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah, we don't need
that could be the difference. We've always had a playmaker, Spurs.
Yeah.
And we haven't got one now.
Yeah.
We haven't really got one. Kulu can be, but he's on the wing.
Yeah.
If he tucked Kulu in and just let Emerson run down that line and he plays like a midfielder, I think that would be better for the team.
That's a good shout. I never really thought about that before, but
because he's got the technical skill to be a midfielder.
Yeah, you're right. He's not like super quick. Like he can.
Yeah,
but that's good because
you don't have to be super quick in midfield, do you?
Exactly.
He's come out and said that his preferred position is the cam position. It's just he seems to deliver more and be more effective playing on the right side.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with him that he's more effective. But I
agree
think
with you, Ellie.
I think in time, because he says he's naturally best at cam.
At cam, yeah.
Yeah. We can just adopt him as a cam and then just let Emerson go down the left and then just feed it into him, you know.
And have Richarlison play that right side.
Yeah, you could or Mora, either one
or
of them.
Mora.
Yeah, but
we have options now, you guys. We have options.
Yeah, but
the thing is, Mora won't get you as many goals as Richarlison. Richarlison can chip in with 10 to 15.
Yes.
Whereas Mora can only get 3 to 5, maybe 7 if we're lucky.
I agree.
That's the difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Parker,
I just think we need a creative. Yeah.
Yeah. Lily, just before I go to Parker, you did touch on one point, and you said Spurs have always had a creative player. True fact. I fell in love with the Spurs because of Rafael van der Vaart. So talk about a creative midfielder.
I know. So you've got Rafael van der Vaart, you've got Luka Modric, you've got Gareth Bale, you've got Glenn Hoddle prior to that. You've got Ericsson. We've always had a playmaker. We need one.
Yeah.
We need one because we're just also rans. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good, but we're not good to watch. You know, we're not excited.
And that's the thing about Tottenham. Tottenham has always been entertaining. Tottenham has always been a team to watch. That's why when I was watching before I became a full-fledged Spurs fan, I really loved to watch the way the Spurs played.
Yeah,
you know,
I haven't even mentioned David Ginola yet.
Yeah.
You know, we've had so many creative midfielders. We got Chris Waddle as well, Mickey Hazard. You know, they were fantastic footballers. And before Glenn Hoddle, we had Alfie Conn. And he was a fantastic footballer. Look him up, boys. He's brilliant, he was. We only had him for 2 seasons. No, really 3 seasons, but he was injured for the 3rd season. He was injured a lot. And then he went back to Scotland, I think. If I remember rightly, he went back to Scotland because he's a Scottish boy. But he was fabulous. And he had long hair like Glenn Hoddle when he first started. Curly locks. A bit like Cucurella, but more bushy.
Sideshow Bob.
I mean, if Romero was around in those days, then he wouldn't have been safe.
Yeah.
Just watch him, boys, on YouTube. He's fantastic. He was so graceful.
Will do.
Only a small player like Brian Hill, but a little bit more meat on him, but not much. So you don't have to be big to be good. You know,
That's true.
A lot of people are saying that let Brian Hill get more muscle on him, which they are working on him at the club. But sometimes it's good to be a slight player because you weave in and out of people.
Yeah.
It's just,
we need a little bit of everything, you know.
Yeah.
Parker, just before we wrap stuff up, my man, any last thoughts, dude?
Well, last thoughts. You know, I thought Richarlison had a good game, not like great. You know, like he wasn't that great on the ball, but I think he also kind of like changed you know, the way Chelsea were defending us. So he made a difference. I'm trying to think of other things I could say about the game. I think, like we just kind of like what the stream is called. We really did steal a point from them. Yeah. So I had mixed emotions at the end. You know, I wasn't necessarily like jumping for joy at the end. You know, like we got the last laugh. Like I said, we got the point at the end, but I don't know. There was something still like it still wasn't perfect, you know. So we still got a lot to work on, but a
well needed point, bro. Well needed point. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna. I guess I'll lead off with my. I'll finish off with my final thought. You guys, I think this is. I mean, for sure, this is the second game of the season. We're coming up with our third. We're showing resilience. We're showing a side we're showing a side that we haven't really shown in the past. I touched on this last week. I wanted to say with the whole Spursy mentality. Spursy mentality would have had seen us lose that game 3-4-0. There's no ifs, ands, or maybes about that. Tottenham is a team that's definitely coming up. We have the right manager. We have the right director. We have the stadium. We have the training facility. We have the team. Our team has been down here, and it's definitely going and going and going and going up. The ceiling is really high. You guys, I wouldn't worry too much about, I wouldn't read in too much about how the game ended, how it started. The fact is, we stole the point from the Bridge. We should have lost that game. We were outdueled. We were outfought. But you guys, our heart is what won us that game. You know, our resiliency is what won us that game. Our training is what won us that game. You know, our philosophy now is what won us that game. And that's what's going to propel us. Liverpool is going to continue to drop points. We have to keep winning the games. We have to keep edging out victories. We have to keep fighting like we did at the Bridge in order for us to think about being in them top 2, top 3. Arsenal's looking good. So if we even want to be in 4th, if we have to fight for 4th, you guys, we have to continue on this path. We have to continue doing what we're doing, pay attention in training, do what our coach asks for us, and fight and fight and fight. Because at the end of the day, Antonio Conte is going to fight his ass off for us, as it's shown in that handshake with Thomas Tuchel, as it shows by his eyes, as his stare when he looks at you, you know, like you don't want to be on the wrong side of that. You know, nobody does. I don't even like being on the wrong side of that, and I'm 1,000 miles away from him. You know, I can only imagine what it's like getting a hair drying from him at halftime when you're down 1-0. So You guys, I'm not too worried about it. I'm not gonna play into all the stuff that's going on, with Romero being injured. I think, time will tell soon. Let's give him a rest for this game, maybe
Yeah.
possibly the next game. But at the end of the day, you guys, the future is bright. The future is lily white. If it wasn't for
Yes.
Tottenham, I wouldn't be able to smile. So I'm glad I got Tottenham in my life and I'm able to smile. I thank you guys a lot for joining us. Ellie, the queen of Mile
Thank
High
you.
Hotspur,
My
among the queen of
pleasure.
other channels and your own. You're more than welcome anytime. We appreciate you staying
Yeah.
up to the wee hours just to be
It's
able
all
to be on
right.
our stream and to support us. Parker, it's
Yes.
always a pleasure to have you on, my co-host. To everybody
Well
that
done,
joined us in the
lads.
chat, we appreciate your guys' comments. We appreciate your guys' concerns. We appreciate everything. If you haven't, drop a like. Parker and myself, we're two lads that love to talk about Spurs. We have 2 podcasts a
Yeah.
week, and our show is too good to miss. Don't forget to hit that like, and
Yes.
don't forget to subscribe to our channel, to her channel, because her channel is our channel and our channel is her channel. Everybody
That's
in the
right.
chat, everybody at home, wherever it is that you find yourself, you're a Tottenham fan and we love you and you love us.
Come on, you
Ellie,
Spurs.
come on, you Spurs, you guys.
Come on.